Whew. You got a problem when you have the best bot would be highly upset if he got flown out to LA to see the show. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, let me tell you something. Let me tell you how bad this situation is, right? And let's start off with a caveat. In terms of being able to power on your console, or any console, yes, the show had games, just in the sense of you pick up your controller, you press, the button, it boots up, and you play whatever the hell, right? But showcases ain't meant to just be generic and show that games exist, right? Whether it's a PlayStation event, an Xbox event, or Nintendo event, people want that specific feeling of that brand. Like you want a Nintendo showcase to be like, this is Nintendo. This is what we do. Same thing with PlayStation, whatever, right? So it's not just simply existing. Because for that, you could just throw it on YouTube and we'll just go through whatever videos and see what games. Alright. But let me tell you something. You know it's bad. Let me tell you how bad it is. It's not even just my man Kid Smooth's tweet. It's not even that. I knew that this shit was a disaster when I went to look at Post Up's stream, right? Because I was a little bit behind everybody else. So I went to the stream. It was still live, but I rewinded it just to see the end of the show and what does his panel of him, Mello, and pretty much the three, who's the other guy? Fucking Noah. Them three together. Immediately after the show, right? The show ended. Starfield ended, whatever. And I just wanted to see their post-reaction. And they immediately went into damage control. That's when you know the show is so bad that even before you get to listen to criticism from the community, you already know that it's going to happen. And you go straight into a PlayStation damage control. Oh, what's PlayStation got for the next year? Immediately. They didn't even take 10 minutes to just discuss the show on its own merit. And give us thoughts on the show on their own merits before the damage control. No, they went straight into the damage control. Right into it. I want to make sure because I saw somebody said, audio cut out. Audio's good, guys, but they went straight into damage control on everything. Post up went into, if you don't like the games, that doesn't mean the game isn't for someone else. You have to consider other. I'm like, what is this dude talking about? Yo, this shit is funny. They went straight into, they did not even take 10 minutes to just discuss the merit of the show, and that's it. What they like, what they didn't like. No, they went straight into damage control. They went straight into damage controlling the reaction the show's going to get, without actually going into the community or, you know, or listening to what people had to say yet. Because they were still on their podcast. They were still alive. The show ended straight into damage control. And the reason why they did that is because they knew it was trash. They already knew what was going to happen. They already knew everything that people in the community was going to say about the show, because they know it. Because they know what the people are saying is true. That's how fast. It is crazy, man. Yo, this shit is wild. You know. And here's the thing. This show would not have been so bad if the year started out with Microsoft delivering games. You know, like 2 or 3, you know, AAA, even two AAA blockbuster titles that people could talk about. You know, like, oh shit, you know, Microsoft kicked off the year with this big AAA blockbuster, cool. And then they pushed out another one, cool. And now it leads into the show. All right. Because you're already providing content, big blockbuster content, leading into the show. But you got nothing. It's June 12th, to be exact. You got nothing. Nothing. Nathan's Franks. Nathan. This show was on a level of hype and hope than it normally should have been. Because if you would have had games within the first 6 months of the year, then it wouldn't have been so bad. But so much was riding on this show. And it didn't deliver. Right? Now, there is lots of content, because I wrote it down. There's some interesting things, like Redfall. Alright, you know. High on Live, Riot Games bringing, you know, PC, mobile stuff. You know, played a lot of multi-plats. I will tell you the one thing I was probably most impressed about the show out of all the games, or at least the showing. I was impressed with Forza Motorsport. Now, I'm not into car games, but they did a good job of making what they're doing look good. They presented it really good. To me, that was probably the most impressive of the show. Even though I'm not a car guy. And you guys know I can't stand car games. But I was impressed with how they presented that game. But shit like Fly Sim 40 Anniversary Edition in November, like, what is that? Is that like another Flight Sim game? Overwatch 2 is a multi-plat. Obviously. A new IP, Aura, but that's PC exclusive. You know, that's not going away anytime soon. Microsoft will continue to make PC exclusives. Elder Scrolls Online, High ISO, well, that's not, man. Fallout 76 The Pit. Like, what? Forza Hot Wheels. Didn't they already do a Hot Wheels DLC for one of these Forzas? Ark. Didn't we see that before? Didn't we see Ark with this homeboy fucking Toretto? Didn't we see that already? Why they showed just a little glimpse again? Shout out to Jason. He said 20 S-flops of power. Well, Scorn. Now we know that's going on PlayStation because they put console launch exclusive. So that's on PlayStation. But it's alright. Flat Rock. Some shit. Oh, Flintlock. But that's no mention of exclusivity. But it's alright. Minecraft, obviously, multi-plat. Lightyear. I mean, there's a lot of console launch exclusives. You know, Game Pass. I think the biggest is, once again, it's a Game Pass show. That's what all they need to stop calling it Xbox Bethesda Showcase. They need to stop. That's not what this is. They need to just call it what it is. Game Pass Showcase. They need to stop pretending that it's about what you're going to get on console. No, it's Game Pass Showcase. And they're just going to show you anything on Game Pass. Right? Now, my overall initial impression, and it's amazing how this is already started, but this is my quick initial impression. Right? People complain about this right here. most of the show gave me this. Everybody talks about templates. Microsoft's going back to this template. First person template. Because I was noticing that a lot. I'm like, man, there's a lot of first person shooters here. You know what I'm saying? Now, unlike third person, because people could say, well, you like third person. But the thing is, third person, you can have unique gameplay mechanics, right? God of War doesn't play like Spider-Man. And them two games don't play like Horizon Zero Dawn. They don't play like The Last of Us. And then when you go into the multiplats, Devil May Cry, The Witcher, you know, all those games are third person, but none of them play alike. They have unique gameplay, unique animations. But a first person viewpoint game or first person shooter, there's only so much you can do because it's point and pull the trigger. That's literally, like, you're not going to get too much of a different animation or style. So they're really riding on this template, you know. And that's the one thing I was like, all right. I mean, the one thing I would say that probably stood out the show the most for me was at least Phil Spencer's attempt to get some Japanese games, you know. Granted, nowhere near on the level of PlayStation, but at least he's trying. So, like, Naraka, console launch exclusives, okay. Yeah, Team Ninja with Wolong 2023 Fallen Destiny, okay. And then I guess for Xbox, Kojima officially confirmed that he's working with Xbox Game Studios to make a game. And then that's pretty much it. Doesn't even show the game. Now, if that was PlayStation, that would not be acceptable. Like, Kojima just does simply show up on a PlayStation showcase and just says, hey guys, I'm making a game. Have a nice day. Like, we would be, like, us on the PlayStation side, we would be like, what the hell? Like what you on? Like, where's the game? But for Xbox, I guess lower standards, the fact that that's even confirmed, I guess that's a big thing. It would not be a big thing for PlayStation. We would expect to see what is the game you're working on. He wouldn't, like, just going on stage and be like, hey guys, I'm making a game. Thanks for being here. Like, he wouldn't do that on the PlayStation side. That's not something we would accept. But I guess at least it's confirmed that he is doing something for Xbox. Now there's going to be a lot of Xbox gamers backtracking on Kojima. But I think I'm looking forward to seeing what that game is. But it's just weird that this is something like... Me personally, why even put him on the show? I mean, I don't know. I think they should have put him on the show when he has a vertical slice or something ready to show. But he had nothing to show. It's just confirmation. And you didn't need a showcase for that. You could have just done it on Twitter. But boy Jason, he says, Starfield gave me the No Man's Sky kind of feel, but better looking. Oh man, we're going to talk about that. So there's a lot of games. Overall, the show is just, once again, it's about Game Pass. Doesn't matter the level of quality or whatever. Casting the line and pulling people in is just simply look at all the content that you could play on via Game Pass. And, it's not about... the level of quality is subjective, obviously, but you can tell this showcase wasn't really impressive. It's just a lot of games to play on Game Pass. That's literally what this show was. And it's just not good. The creme de la creme, what everybody's been waiting for, was this. Man, that was quick. Like, bruh. like, I'm gonna tell you. So this is my first initial impressions. It looked like Fallout. It looked like Fallout. Before he got into the whole customization, it just looks like Fallout. I know people kept saying Skyrim. No, it looks like Fallout. Like, if somebody told me, hey, this is Fallout 6, I would have believed it. Even when you choose your weapons, the crossbar is the same thing as Fallout. Not saying that they should have redesigned it. I'm just saying it's Fallout. It's literally the aesthetics of Fallout. Even like when you're inside buildings and like stuff like that, it has a Fallout aesthetic feel. you could easily say, you could have easily convinced people that was Fallout 6. Until you get into the space parts and all that, even the combat, it looks like a next gen. Like, I would imagine Fallout 6 is going to be a clone of that. It looked like Fallout. It looked like the aesthetically Fallout. I just saw it. And I love Fallout. I'm just saying it doesn't look unique in the sense that it looks like just a variation of Fallout in a way. Right? Customizations, build your own ships. A lot of people saying No Man's Sky did that, so at least it's not groundbreaking. Thousands of planets, I guess now. Like, oh boy, we heard that one before, right? No, listen. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to Starfield, right? Because, like I said, I enjoy Fallout. I enjoy Elder Scrolls. I love those games. So, just more of those type of games ain't really a bad thing. But to meet the hype that the Xbox community put on this game, to which, in my opinion, the hype would have not been there if it wasn't for Microsoft buying Bethesda. If Microsoft never bought Bethesda, nobody would be hyping this game to that level. You wouldn't see that level of hype. But the hype that Xbox guys did really put this game in a bad position. You know. Now, I'm liking the fact that you could build your own starships. I'm liking you could create your own apples. I think that's cool. Space battles, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm actually interested now in seeing No Man's Sky and see how that is. Because apparently you could do all of that already in No Man's Sky. And they took it, and you could play it in VR. You could do all that. Space battles, from what I hear, No Man's Sky is just leagues beyond what it originally was. So now I'm interested just to see that. Because it could be a better looking No Man's Sky. But speaking of this, though, graphically, Starfield does not look good graphically. It just doesn't. I will say this. The only game on the show that actually kind of impressed me when it comes to tech was, once again, and it's a game I don't really care about, but was Forza. And the fact that supposedly it has ray tracing on track, that impressed me. But why is it always Forza, man? I noticed with Xbox consoles, it's Forza that's the tech leader and graphics leader. And that's pretty much it. Like, it's always Forza, specifically the Motorsport, Turn 10, that leads in graphics and technology. Like, it's really the car games. Right? Because you didn't hear any other the games applying ray. Like, you notice Forza was the only one that actually talked tech. You know, 4K scans and 3D scans and ray tracing and all that. No other game went there. Not even Starfield. They didn't talk about how Starfield was going to be graphically advanced with the Power Series X. Nope. Caleb, thank you for the super chat. He says, I'm more excited to play No Man's Sky and PSVR 2 than Starfield. I'm be honest, now I'm interested in the way No Man's Sky is now. That's all looking at Starfield did. You know? I would say just playing games, sure. If you're just wondering what's going to be on Game Pass, I could imagine a lot of people are happy with the show. Because it's a Game Pass-centric show. But for many of us who wants to see what Xbox is bringing to the table in terms of big blockbuster content, meaning how are you contributing to the industry in terms of content, big blockbuster titles, not just, okay, you don't have to buy games. You could just play all these titles at $15 a month. We get it. But what are you bringing to the table in terms of the big blockbusters? And the show didn't do it. The show did not do it, man. It's Game Pass snackables. Yinko Zero said it best. It's a Game Pass buffet, but no one's bringing the entree. Like, no one's bringing a plate with the tomahawk steak. It's just literally, let's keep throwing titles after titles. Let's try to make them console launch exclusives. It's not about big blockbuster flashy lights anymore. You know, and there's a lot of games a lot of people just don't want to play. You know, some stuff, like I said, is pretty cool looking. Diablo 4 is dope. Grounded, Jesus Christ, man, they just won't let that game die. A lot of indies. Persona coming to Xbox finally after years of being absent. Some Game Pass. That's a good idea because Xbox guys would have not bought that game. They would have not even bothered playing it unless it's on Game Pass. So, Minecraft Legends, Gunfire Reborn, like, yeah. Erebin Shadow Legacy 2023. Console launch exclusive, so it's multiplayer on PlayStation. It's just like this. I don't see heat, man. I'm looking, like, I wrote it down, man. I paid attention. This is everything, you know. And I'm looking at the list. I'm like, there's no heat, man. There's no heat. Like, where's the heat, bro? This is a showcase. You know, you know what really pisses me off? I'm so sick of this shit. Where the hell is goddamn Hellblade 2, bro? Like, where's Hellblade 2? Like, for real now. Yo, the Hellblade is not meant to be a 5-6 year big AAA project. When Hellblade 1 came out, Ninja 3 said that it's going to be, you know, AAA quality like, but with AA standard production, you know, so that way they could get games out in 2 or 3 years, but yet have a nice graphical look. That was Hellblade, and it worked. It was good. It wasn't a $60 game. I think it came out like at $30. And here we are, right? Microsoft bought them in 2019. So they have more money than ever. And it's 2022. It's been 3 years. And we didn't even see gameplay. Like actual gameplay of Hellblade live on stage. What are we doing here?
Hey, what's up, Porter Rock?
Oh, shit. What's up, Craig? What's going on, my brother?
I tell you what made this show so bad is that allegedly somebody got flown out for this, and I bet you that person's flying back, and his cheeks have been rattled by shit, out man. There. So it's just, that was bad. That was a bad show.
Yeah, like again, I'll be honest. Obviously, I knew Starfield was gonna have gameplay, but I was really expecting Hellblade. Like, why it's taking so long, man? Like, the game is not supposed to be that big. Like, when you think about it,
they were supposed to have Final Fantasy was supposed to be there. Indiana Jones was supposed to be there.
Like,
so
that's not there. I kind of knew Indiana Jones was not going to be there. But I figured Final Fantasy, you know, to spice things up. But here's the thing. I'm going to put this like this. Hellblade came out in 2017 July. That was the same year Horizon Zero Dawn came out. A year later, Spider-Man and God of War came out in 2018. Now, fast forward, we already got Forbidden West, the sequel, from a game that launched in 2017. We got Miles Morales, and we're about to get God of War. And we still don't got even a glimpse of actual Hellblade gameplay live on stage. We can't even get gameplay of Hellblade. Yet we're getting sequels to games. We got a sequel to a game that came out before Hellblade. And that's a full production AAA game too at that. Like, what the hell is going on here, bro?
Well, I think part of the problem with this show was is Twitter. I mean, poor Tim Dog, he's literally just getting drug. You know, still saying that Last of Us is $70, and I'm like, dude, it sold out in like 40 minutes. So that doesn't hold water anymore. And a lot of the games that they showed were multi-plat games. They were either going to they were all going to PC pretty much, but a lot of those games were going to PlayStation. As other people were saying, where was the announcement for Ghostwire Tokyo? Where was the announcement for Deathloop? So
you know what? That's not so shout out to Sleepy Lights for the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. So what's crazy is maybe they can't show it because it's still probably locked on their exclusivity, so they can't advertise it yet. So maybe that's it. But like, listen, I'm not gonna knock them for showing multiplats because sometimes third parties needs a venue to show their games. So yeah, Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, they're gonna take advantage of that, right? But where is the Xbox heat? Like, where's the heat? Where's the slap your mama games? Right? Because even Starfield.
Well, that was Forza. I think you made a good point.
I'm telling you,
was their Forza game.
Forza was literally the one I would say that is like the closest to slap your mama in terms of technology. Because Microsoft still hasn't done a good job of presenting Xbox Series X as a next generation console. Even though we know it,
I agree.
They just still haven't shown the content to really, like knock your goddamn molars out. They haven't like, take, gonna fuck you up. Like they haven't done that yet. And right now the closest we got is Forza. Last year and now Forza again. I feel like, like Brady Bunch, Marsha. It's fucking Forza now. Forza. It's always this fucking game. That it's like it's the only game and the only team that can actually show a level of tech. So if you ain't into fucking car games, you're fucked. Because every other game,
yeah, they can just overpower with that. They can brute force power that game. If they've got a system, they've got a RDNA 2 system with 12 T flops, and that. I mean, they could probably run that game if they really wanted to. They could probably run that game at 8K, bring in 8K assets and spin them down. I've yet to see anything running on Series X that looks better than the epic gameplay demo that they showed a couple years ago. I'm like, Xbox hasn't put anything out that looks better than that, and that was a demonstration. So this was disappointing. And look, as somebody who plays games like Starfield, that game was looked like Elite Dangerous and No Man's Sky had a baby. That's what it looks like with the jump pack. That's something that they got out of Mass Effect Andromeda. So, which I'm just there was nothing. There was no there. So I'm just like, the best Star game is still going to be the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake, and then Star Citizen. So just it is what it is. It's disappointing. That was a disappointing show all around. So. And
what's funny is here's the thing, because I already seen like Post-Ups podcast. They went right into but what's Sony? Like listen, bro. If Sony doesn't do anything for the rest of the year in terms of showcase, then that conversation can be had. But you can't really compare this to Sony because guess what? Sony did the number one thing you're supposed to do, is provide games. So this year already came with games, not promise of games. But we got games delivered, We got Horizon Forbidden West. For the racing fans, got Gran Turismo 7, Sifu, And now we're looking forward to games we already know we're going to get this year. At least one of them is Forspoken through arrangement with Square Enix. And then potentially end the year with God of War Ragnarok. So we don't need a showcase for 2022. We don't need a savior. We don't need a showcase for savior. We already got content that we already had, and we're getting more content upcoming, and it's big blockbuster content. It's not like filler stuff, right? And we did get a little bit of information on PSVR, which is stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not the same. Sony provided content to his fan base and is providing content for the year. The only thing up in the air is potentially if God of War gets Ragnarok, that changes things, right? But we still got Forspoken. Yeah. But if God of War comes out this year, supposedly November, Forbidden West, GT7, and God of War. What the fuck is God of War? God of War Ragnarok. God of War. We got Ragnarok.
Yeah. 3
big AAA first-party IPs in 1 year. And then on top of that, they threw in Sifu. They're getting Square Enix be like, hey, we're going to get Forspoken, Mm-hmm. And then as far as future content, they already showed us Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even when so Sony having no showcase, they already done a pretty good job overall because we actually got to play games. That's the key. This show wouldn't be so bad if there was games already within the first 6 months. Shout out to Hatsuma. Starfield delay makes ton of sense. Looks so rough. It does. It does not look graphically impressive. It does not.
Yeah.
The cross.
I agree. I agree with that.
Horizon Forbidden West as a cross-gen title looks much better graphically. It
well,
blows
now that
it
they did that update,
blows it out.
Yeah.
Blows it out.
Yeah, I agree.
It blows it out the water. Like, it does not graphically look. It still might be great though, but I can see why. Now according to them, these are games that's coming out within the next 12 months. So that means Starfield should be out by June of 2020.
Yeah, I heard it. Well, I got told sometime in May, like mid-May or something like that for that game. But yeah, it's disappointing. I mean, it's a disappointing show. They did show over 30 games though.
They show a lot of games. Yes, they show a lot of games. Shout out to GamerBoy83. He says, I really thought Xbox had this in the bag. How did Sony and Devolver Digital have better events with less time and fewer games? Like, I'm telling you, to everybody in the chat, Microsoft needs to stop calling this Xbox Bethesda Showcase. They need to be real and honest on what they're going to show us. It is Game Pass Showcase. And when you're presenting Game Pass, anything goes. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the level of quality. In fact, let me show my next image. Just to show you that I'm not bullshitting.
Yeah, your thumbnail is hilarious.
Let me show you something.
I was going to use the same one later, but I'm like, I'll play. I went ahead and purchased for a whopping $8 the Assassin's Creed Origins with it was in PS Plus or something like that for $8. So with the patch on it. But yeah, wow, that showcase was disappointing. It was disappointing.
So look at the image. Well, if it's bad, who cares? It's free on Game Pass. And even John Lemon said that is perhaps the most concerning statement I have read tonight. But that's the reality.
Yeah.
And it's not like we never heard this coming before. We've been saying this since the moment Game Pass got introduced. It's going to, how can I best explain it? Desensitize gamers into expecting quality.
It's going to water down the product.
Yeah.
So it's that people got to realize Starfield will be a gas game, meaning that they will add things. You're going to have your base game, and I'm not here to say you won't have stuff to do because it sounds like you will, but they will add to it. This just as they did with No Man's Sky. They ultimately started adding to it, and now you got what you have, but it's taken them 7 years. And now everything seems to be completed on No Man's Sky. So again, and Starfield will be, they got a much bigger budget. It may not take them 7 years, but they're going to do the exact same thing. And it's just, the game, I'm sorry, looked like, it looked like something that came out last generation. Mm-hmm. And the way and the sound was, don't get me started on the sound. I mean, it was bad. I mean, it was bad, man. It was bad. Yeah. The thing is, I'm going to play it because I play games like that. So
and it's not just watering down game. I'm talking the attitude of gamers. That attitude is going to be common. Because of Game Pass, there is no bad game. The expectation of a quality game is slowly being diminished via the Game Pass mechanism because you're just paying $15 a month, which after a while you don't even notice. It's kind of like Netflix and Disney Plus. I don't notice me getting charged every month. I don't even think about that anymore. It just happens. I'm just worried about the content, right? Well, the same thing with Game Pass. But the only thing is, the difference is Disney Plus Netflix, I still expect quality content. That's why some people are unsubscribing from Netflix. Some people are not happy with the level of quality content that Netflix is providing. So it's like, I don't need this no more.
True.
Some people are more happy with just HBO Max and Disney Plus because people still expect a level of quality despite a low monthly cost. With Xbox, that's not happening with these Xbox gamers. They don't care if it's a bad game. It doesn't matter. It just shows up. If you don't like it, don't like it. Play something else. There's no demand for quality on what shows up. And that's what's happening. That's why I say these showcases are actually Game Pass showcase, not Xbox Bethesda showcase. No, it's Game Pass showcase. And then the level of quality you're going to expect from a Game Pass showcase just isn't there. It's just simply, hey, welcome to the Game Pass showcase. We're going to show you 30 games. And then that's it. You like it, you don't. It's not going to be a showcase where they're going to try to compete with PlayStation or try to show, hey, we're going to have some of the best games out there. Our studios are top tier. We're ready to take over the industry and set the standard of game quality. They're not trying to do that at all. Sony talks about quality, right? True. They even say like, "Hey, we're not going to put games day and day because our AAA quality might suffer." They consistently talk about their high level quality and their plans to consistently try to push out the most quality in their titles. Sony always talks about that. Microsoft don't talk about that. Microsoft just talks about, hey, we're going to try to get games and we're going to try to put games everywhere. The level of quality, they don't mention anything. Hey, we're just going to put games and you play wherever you want, how you want, and boom. That's all they talk about. They don't actually talk about we're going to create some of the most blockbuster titles that will set the industry on fire. That they don't use that language at all. That's not their language. Project Cloud.
It was disappointing. Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on, brother? Happy Sunday.
Yeah, same to you. Dude, I just finished watching the stream because I waited for the 4K version to come out because I was not going to watch it again. So, perfect timing, I guess. Just saw your stream. I was like, hey, might as well join in here.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, a little rough. A little rough around the edges.
Just around the edges? Just needs a little bit of filing?
Here's the thing. So if we were to compare this to like basically when E3 was actually a showcase where people came to the event, we've definitely seen better from Xbox. So there is that difference of an online show versus an in-person. But man, when you stick with like things that are basically only 12 months, within 12 months of release, at least as of now, the expectation, it basically says we kind of already knew about all of the games that were here in a way. Maybe a couple things here and there, that are brand new announcements. That there was that one Japanese game towards the end that was like probably a new IP, maybe.
Well, it's not a new IP. So I guess it's making a first appearance on consoles, I think. Because it says,
I think it was the title from Team Ninja.
Team Ninja. Yeah. Wolong. Yes.
Yeah, and that's not my kind of game, but like I could see that as a win for people who are really into Japan games or Japanese games. Look, there were definitely some cool things that were in the showcase, but there wasn't any showstopper. Like nothing like, oh, I didn't see that. Well, okay, there's the Kojima thing. Okay, I'll give you that, but
that's not really
all he had was Kojima.
But that's not really a pop. That's more like, okay, it's good to it's good to get confirmation, right? But
absolutely.
But let me put it this way: he would have not done that on the PlayStation showcase because we would have not. That's not how they roll. Like, he doesn't go on a PlayStation site and just say, hey, guys, I'm making a PlayStation game. Have a nice day. Like, no, he actually shows a glimpse, a trailer, or something of the game he's about to make for PlayStation. Like, we actually get to see a game from Kojima. He just doesn't show up on stage and be like, hey, guys, yeah, I'm here, bye. He doesn't explain that he's about to make a game. He actually shows the game. Or, whether it's a trailer or something. But I guess Xbox standards, we have to lower the bar to, like, well, at least he admitted it, which is kind of sad in my opinion. Like, if that's the bar, like on PlayStation, he would get reamed. He would not have done that on the PlayStation store. Kojima would nowhere just show up on a PlayStation showcase and simply say, hey guys, I'm making a PlayStation game. We would have been like, okay, like, yeah, no shit. Like, what are you actually making? He would have not done that. But he gets to do it on Xbox because I have a feeling the bar is so goddamn low that that's considered a just Kojima just saying, hey guys, yeah, I'm making an Xbox game. Oh my god! Like, I guess the bar is so low, that's exciting.
Well, I think
he could have done that on Twitter.
Go ahead, Project Cloud.
He could have done that on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that sort of takes the wind out of it is that, Jeff Grubb had already reported that this was happening, a year ago or something. So, it's great to get confirmation, but it's not really a showstopper. It's a nice little moment, but again, when you don't have at least any concept art or some behind the scenes thing, like it's just like, I mean, it's interesting that it's a cloud game, but we got to see at least a screenshot or something, man.
Like, I'm looking forward to what his project is, but I just don't think that should have been on the show. I don't think so. I think they should have just kept it quiet and let the rumor linger even more until he finally unveils and shows a concept or something. I think that would have been better. But just him just being there, to me, that just feels like it's filler. Just a filler time slot.
A little bit, yeah.
You know?
I like it more than you do for sure, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really move the needle. You know what I mean? Not yet.
You know, I could respect Phil's attempt to get more Japanese games, so I give him that. You know, between Naraka, the Team Ninja game, getting 3 Persona games, and working with Hideo Kojima, he's making an attempt, right? He's trying to. So it's obviously he hears the complaint about lack of Japanese games on the Xbox platform, so he's listening, and I would imagine though he's having a hard time, right? Because there's probably a lot of Japanese developers that are like, yeah, your brand sucks. You know? So like, you know, so he's doing the best he can. You know, there's only so much money he could give to each developer. Like, he can't pay every single game. Like, some of them are going to have to come on their own, just like every other game, right? So I guess he's limited to, you know, so I would imagine there's a bunch of that. But like, this show is just, and again, this show, in my opinion, would have not have been so bad if Xbox had games during the first 6 months. It's June 12th. And they had not one big blockbuster game to provide it for Xbox. If they would have had at least 1 or 2 AAA blockbuster games to kick off the year, kind of like with Sony with, you know, Gran Turismo and Forbidden West, if Microsoft would have done that to kick off the year, then people would not be starving. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it would be, you know, it would just be more information on top of what they're already getting. You know, because look at PlayStation, right? PlayStation doesn't have a showcase, but look what they've done so far. You know, they released Forbidden West. They got Gran Turismo 7 out there. They made a deal for Sifu. We already know Forspoken's coming out in October, right? Potentially,
God of War November.
Yeah, God of War potentially November. So with no showcase, we already got 3 first-party AAA titles and 1 Forspoken title from Square Enix through arrangements and partnerships. So that's right, and then some indie support with Sifu and stuff. So Sony's taking care of the fan base with actual content delivered that we can play. So a showcase is just bonus of more information. You understand what I'm saying? So that showcase is not. Yeah, so we're not riding on no one's riding on a PlayStation showcase to save 2022 for PlayStation. You don't even need a showcase. Because with the content,
I was mentioning this earlier on my podcast. Not to interrupt you. That's a good point. Is that I keep seeing, and I just put a poll up, and my whole thing is, do you now understand the people listening to me this morning? Sony doesn't have to do anything to answer this.
No.
Right? Sony's answer is at midnight tonight when Plus rebrands, and then you get access to whatever you have signed up for. That's tonight.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's matter of fact, that's in 6.5 hours. So so it's there's nothing to answer. And also, I'll just put this out there. All the people who were upset about the ponies that were upset about Starfield getting pulled off the platform, do you now see it just wasn't that big a deal?
Just play it on your Xbox app on your Samsung TV.
Yeah, go buy a Samsung TV and you can go ahead and play that game.
I already have a Samsung
TV.
I already have a Samsung TV. That's the funny part.
Do you have one that's up to for a 2021 to 22 model?
Oh,
because that's you have to check that because
I got the Q80T. I bought it.
Oh, okay. That may work on that one. I almost bought that one. Matter of fact, I did almost buy that one. So
let me get some super chats. We got the Vegeta. This is worse than the State of Play. A lot of people are saying that the State of Play outclassed this, which is pretty incredible.
It did. Yeah, it really did.
Yeah, some people are more impressed with the State of Play than this. Sleepy Lights, peace. Got to go to work. Hit the like. Hey, man, have fun at work. I know it sucks working on a Sunday. We got Just a Guy. He says, I ain't see one game exclusive to Xbox. 3 out of 10 show. Oh, shit. Just a guy.
Wow.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Listen,
I'm not gonna do the whole PC thing. I'm not gonna do the whole PC thing because I'm already crossed that. Like that bridge, we need to get over.
That's old news.
Yeah, like we get
it.
it. The official definition of exclusive multiplayer, we got it. It is what it is. You know, things change. Right now, I'm just focusing on what does Microsoft do for creating great games. I don't care if it's exclusive to console. Now, that's a bridge already done. That's an old conversation. We can't keep going back to that. I just care about their studios just making bangers. You know, that's it.
Yep.
Wherever you play it, who gives a fuck? Just make bangers. Let me get one more super chat. Andrew Wilkins. It's impossible for Xbox to have blockbuster games. Xbox first party factually has not released a good game since 2011. Jesus Christ. B Staples.
Yes, sir. I have a problem with this title.
Well, you what?
This title. You said it flopped. In what way did... Sir?
I'm just... Listen, when you have Xbox gamers pissed off, this is your guys now. I already know the PlayStation guys are going to talk shit. So believe me, I'm not stupid. I already know that. I'm not using them because I already know whatever. But when you have actual Xbox gamers that I didn't think that they were going to be disappointed this show, and they're disappointed, something's wrong. We're not even talking about PlayStation. Let's not. I'm
not talking about PlayStation.
Yeah. No. What I mean by that, let's not try to hold this show to make a PlayStation gamer happy. I'm not doing that. I'm just going strictly off the Xbox community. Okay, just strictly them. Just strictly Xbox community. We're not gonna dilute the situation with a PlayStation gamer or a Nintendo gamer or even a PC gamer. Just straight from the Xbox community. And there is a lot in the community that are not happy. That's their people. You understand what I'm saying? Sure, I got my views, but there is a lot of people in the Xbox community not happy. Let me put it this way. You know there's a problem. So Post Up has this State of Gaming, right? Show, right? State of Gaming show. So after the Bethesda show, I went to his channel to see what was his post reaction, right? So I had to rewind it a little bit. Just towards the end of Starfield. So Starfield, that whole segment ended. And then it went straight into, because it was the same live stream, went into their reaction. In just under 2 minutes, they went to damage control. Oh, we don't know what Sony's doing. I'm thinking, wait a minute. What is your, listen, Staples, hear my train of logic. This is supposed to be your thoughts on the show. What the fuck does Sony got to do with this? Give us your opinion. Now that the show is over, at least spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes on what you thought about the show. No, they went straight into, well, we don't know nothing about Sony. What they're going to be playing in 2023. Post Up started saying, listen, if your games you don't like, you got to understand. There's other games for the people got to like. You got to understand about the other people. And I'm thinking, what is these guys doing? What's happening is they know that show flopped. So they went straight into damage control. Because it's not like they closed the show, went into the internet, or went onto other podcasts, got feedback from everybody, and then they went back live and started, counting the points. They didn't hear no points from anybody yet. This is all the stuff that's running in their own head within minutes. It's because they know the show flopped. They already see the issues with the show. So they're already ahead of the game with the damage control. But if you're ahead of the game with damage control, it's because you know shit is wrong. They already see it. They have the experience to see that show ain't right. They already have the experience. That's why they're already right off the bat. Hey, if you don't like it, you got to think of other people. How do you know people don't like it? It's because you know there's some shit on that show that people are going to complain about. They already know it. Go ahead, B Staples.
Listen. The show definitely wasn't perfect. I rated it a 7.5 out of 10. Definitely wasn't perfect. But it definitely wasn't a flop either. You know what was a flop? Summer Games Fest was a flop. That was a flop.
Oh,
this show was not a flop.
I thought it was amazing for myself. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, to each his own. Yeah. But this show was okay. I thought it was okay. 7.5. I thought it started strong. I thought it ended strong. That middle is where it lost a lot of people. It lost me. They started showing a lot of DLCs, a lot of indies nobody cared about. To start off, they had Redfall, which I thought looked good. They had Hollow Knight, which I've been waiting years for. And they had Forza, which, Forza, they're not missing with Forza. That's like a guaranteed at this point. And then they ended with the Kojima announcement. The game from Team Ninja, which looks dope. It looks like Neo 3. They had Persona come to Xbox, and they had Starfield. They ended really strong, but that middle was just not good. Not a good middle. They got to fix that for the next show. But all in all, I mean, I don't see. I mean, shit. Starfield. They got to fix the frame rate 100%. But that's a game of the year contender. I'll bet money with anybody on here. That's a game of the year contender for next year.
You must not play No Man's Sky, because that's what that is.
No Man's Sky is not an RPG, brother. It has no RPG elements in that game. There's none in there. I don't like. Yeah, from like just looking at it, sure, but in depth, No Man's Sky is not an RPG, bro. Like your decisions in that game has no impact on anything. It's not an RPG.
So
yeah, I gotta.
So the thing, so if right now, if Starfield is a Game of the Year contender, that means 2023 ain't gonna have a lot of banging games. Because I'm gonna be honest, when I'm seeing Starfield, it automatically looks like Fallout. If somebody were to tell me,
Fallout in space, but that's not a bad thing. Fallout's a great IP.
Yeah, but the thing is, it doesn't look anything special. Like if somebody would have told me, "Hey, that's Fallout 6," I would have believed it instantly. I would have, yeah, it's Fallout 6.
Yeah,
it doesn't look.
I mean, it's Fallout and Mass Effect. It doesn't. Is what it is. It's like, Fallout, Mass Effect, and Andromeda.
One, it doesn't graphically look great, and I know graphics ain't the end all be all, right? And I'm sure they make good RPGs, and I got it. They have good decision makings and stuff like that, right? But for this to be on a new engine and stuff like that, and the aesthetic looks like Fallout, and then they just copy stuff that was already done in No Man's Sky, I would just say that like. It's gonna be interesting if this is a Game of the Year contender. I could see this being a good game.
It's their game though. That's weird. They made Fallout, so like, does it matter if it's copied their own game that they made? Like, of course they're gonna take from. They literally told us it was gonna be Skyrim in space. Like they said that.
No, but
so of course they're gonna take things from their game. No, they made it.
But like, what I mean by like, I can understand. Okay, so when I took it's Fallout or game Skyrim in space, I took just the method, meaning the type of game. You know, the RPG. You know. Questions, you know, all that stuff. Just the formula of how the game goes. But I didn't anticipate that it would look like Fallout. That I didn't anticipate. I didn't anticipate that. Like if I look at it, like right now, if I took some images and I mixed it in with Fallout, I guarantee a lot of people won't know which image is Starfield. They won't know. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't expect. Like because look at Mass Effect. Mass Effect looks nothing like Fallout. And it's a space game. It looks nothing like Fallout. And it's a space game. You can make a unique looking game. The game is not unique looking. It looks like Fallout. It looks like Fallout. And what I mean by that, like aesthetically, the buildings or it just looks like Fallout. Like that game could easily been Fallout 6 in space. They could have just called it that instead of a new IP. Like Starfield should have its own. Like look, so. Fallout and Elder Scrolls have the same formula of being an RPG, but they both look distinct. Completely distinct looking games.
Yeah, they're different, you know. Elder Scrolls is like medieval and Fallout.
Yeah, but this game should be a space game. We have space games that are unique looking. Hell, we have space games that are unique looking from other space games, even though they're both space games. Like Outer Worlds, that's a space game. It doesn't look like anything like Mass Effect. In any way. Completely two polar opposites, but Outer World is a space game. Right?
But I don't think Starfield looks like Mass Effect either, so I don't know.
No, but it looks like Fallout. It looks like Fallout. It looks like Fallout. I mean, aesthetically, it looks like Fallout.
B Staples, when he jumped and was shooting in the air, that is directly from Mass Effect Andromeda. It's directly from it. I mean, it's fine, but I think all Porter Rock is saying to you is that there's no there. But maybe for you it is, and that's all that matters. But yeah, that was like I said, this looks like Elite Dangerous, and they were showing the system. I'm like, yeah, this is what you do in Elite Dangerous, you know. So it's just that's cool, but there's no there. That's and maybe you weren't hyping that game up for the last 17 months. But there were a lot of people on that Twitter that were, and now all of a sudden they are like Porter Rock said, they went into damage control. It was immediate. I mean, it was don't pass go, don't collect your $200. It was like this show was trash. Doesn't mean they didn't show some things like we were saying. The Forza game looked.
The show was not trash. You're capping. No way. The show was trash.
The show was trash.
I would say.
Trash.
I mean, hold on.
It always depends on your expectations. You know what I mean? So
that's the
all
key.
right.
It's the expectations, right? Let me shout out to Andrew Wilkins. Anyone who says this show is above a 5 needs serious psychological help and an exorcist. God damn, B Staples. Oh shit, you need the power of Christ to compel you.
Y'all can look on Jeff Keighley's thing. Like, 'cause y'all know after every show, Jeff Keighley does like a poll. Y'all could go look at the poll results. The general consensus like the show.
Let me see. All right.
I'm not just bullshitting, and that's outside of our circle. That's just like gamers.
I'm gonna look it up. Just the guy says it was a flop because Xbox didn't show a AAA game multiplayer on Game Pass to help you bots cope. Wait, it was a flop because Xbox didn't show a AAA game multiplayer on Game Pass to help you bots cope? What?
AAA multiplayer? What?
Because Xbox did show? I think he meant to type did show.
What's the multiplier?
I'm not sure what he's talking about. I mean, there's a lot of multiplats games that was on the show, but that's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna knock Microsoft for showing multiplats, right? Because
every show's gonna have multiplats.
Because some of these third party publishers need a venue to show their games, so But what I'm saying is this. All right, let me hit.
There was a lot missing. I'll agree with that. There was 100%.
Like, what the fuck is Hellblade, bro? Like, goddamn.
Yeah, there was a lot. I'm hoping that they show up at this Tuesday show. It's extended, whatever.
So to me, that show is just gonna be reiterating, but more in depth what they showed today. I don't think they're gonna show anything new, because the way it sounds, I read the tweet, is extended, meaning they're just gonna talk more in depth of what they shown today. So you might see more in depth Redfall, more in depth Forza, but you're not gonna see a new product. Everything they shown, that's it. This is everything. You're just going to talk more about it. Jason Hennigan, he said, shout out. He said, so basically, Bethesda is doing what Ubisoft is doing. Making the same game and just changing the theme. Because Starfield is damn near No Man's Sky. True SSJ Havoc.
Ubisoft, yeah, that makes sense.
Havoc said that show was
No
trash.
Man's Sky has VR. At least they got VR support. They don't in Starfield. Now, maybe they get VR when it gets, on PC. Maybe they'll announce a VR port, but yeah, it was that's what that game is. So but Forza and the Hot Wheels DLC, that literally was like, okay,
and
this
Hot Wheels again.
Like the Hot Wheels DLC that they always release for Forza, whatever it's called. Yeah. No. They have their own DLC.
No, but but that was already released on the other Forza Horizons. That's not the first time they use Hot Wheels.
Well, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
But
again?
That always seems to do well.
Havoc said
the show was trash. I mean, it was trash.
Let me get the super chat. Yeah. True SJ Havoc, he said that show was trash. Oh man, I'm just saying, but let me. Oh my god.
I popped in for a second to tell you to talk about that too.
Oh my god, who's up in here? Oh, we got Havoc up in here. Oh my god, he's gonna come.
That show was garbage.
Yo, let me get these last super chat and then go in. Andrew Wilkins, Staples, dumb Xbox fans who didn't play Halo voted it Game of the Year on Keely's poll. Xbox don't game; they just spend their lives frauding. Oh god damn. Glinzer. Thank you for the super chat. Show was 10-10. Starfield is game of the century. Also, Chris Paul is the best dunker in the NBA, and Steph Curry can't hit a three-pointer to save his life. I see what you did there, Glinzer. I see what you did there.
You should hear post up and mellow. Yo, let me talk about
Barrington Sampson. Thank you for being a member. He says, I'm a real one now. Thank you so much for rocking with the channel. Oh, man. If you thought this show was dog shit, hit the like button. Just hit the like button. I want to see how many likes I could get on this thing. There's 400 viewers. I just want to see how many likes I can get. That's how we're going to find out. If I see over 200 likes, B Staples, you in trouble. If this show gets 300 likes... Man. Oh my god.
7.5, man. 7.5.
Neo Wise. Where's Avowed?
Okay.
Where's Avowed? Yeah, where is Avowed? I heard it was guaranteed to be here.
Hellblade, anything.
Just a guy.
All you had was a bunch of indie games. Like literally, like third party indie games. You know the one,
Hellblade, man.
What was it? what was it? The Wu-Tang?
Wolong?
Team Ninja game. That's a Team Ninja game.
Yeah, Wolong.
Yo,
A game that's gonna be on PlayStation.
Yeah, it's on PlayStation. It's a multiplayer.
And I'd rather play with haptic feedbacks.
The only thing that was actually good was a damn card game.
I'll be admit, the Forza was the eye candy of the show. I ain't gonna lie. And listen, if I'm telling you this, everybody knows I can't stand racing games. I'm telling you that Forza was the most impressive shit, that gotta say something. Because I could give a goddamn about a game where all you do is left turns. I could care less. I couldn't care less. But tech-wise, presentation-wise, how they spoke about it, like that's what you do for a big title. And when I saw that, and then they mentioned ray tracing, they made sure. They said, yo, it's going to be ray tracing. I'm like, okay, I'm impressed. I'm like, all right, they doing something. And that's really the most impressive thing. Out of all the things, a goddamn card game, just a guy with a super chat. He said, the problem is that Xbox still hasn't surpassed PlayStation games like Ghost of Tsushima and Horizon Forbidden West, all exclusives to PlayStation.
Yo, P-Rod, let me get into this real quick.
Go ahead, have it. Call some have it. Do I need hold on. Go ahead, go pop your bars.
We need to get rid of Phil Spencer, yo. I think that's what they need to do. Just get rid of Phil Spencer. It's at this point, this is terrible. You got a bunch of bullshit indie games. A lot of the fucking games are just cartoony, tinky winky games, as J-Dub will call them. Like, that shit it's complete trash. I mean, what else? What else can I say?
Come on, man.
Just a bunch of tinky winky.
The problem would be Matt Booty. It wouldn't be Phil Spencer. Matt Booty's in charge of those studios.
This shit's trash, man. That was terrible. This is their big showcase. You should hear post up talking about some. All Sony did was show on State of Play was show a bunch of stuff that should be on PlayStation.
This show is too infectious. I gotta protect myself. So excuse me.
It's crazy though. Yo, he said that he tried to compare the two. Talking about Sony only showed third party in a remake. I'm like, bro, like you literally did nothing but show multiplats. And I think one good looking a first party exclusive, and that's it. Starfield looked mid as fuck. I don't know what else to say about this shit. This shit's trash. I gave it a 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh, this nigga's bugging.
2 out of 10.
I gotta protect myself, man. I can't be around this Xbox stench.
I laughed at the first half, and I was begging it to be over by the second. That's how bad it was for me.
But they were calling Redfall Bat for Blood, something like that.
Redfall was a skip. I looked at the thing. I was trying to look at it as seriously as I possibly can.
Hey,
Redfall's a skip.
Shout out to Leo Jimmy with the super chat. He says, look, I don't play Harry Potter. Don't care about Harry Potter. But the state of play was better than the whole conference. So disappointed in Xbox. They're not even trying anymore. I'm telling you, man, it's a Game Pass showcase. It is not. It's a Game Pass showcase, bro. I'm telling you. But let me go back to my protection.
What happened to Crow?
Yo, hold out. You alright?
Yeah.
Something happened.
What happened? What happened?
I know. For some reason, it seemed like the something cut out.
Man, everything's gone nuclear, bro. I don't know about y'all. I'm ready.
Shit. I'm just saying, look, they even showed League of Legends, man. That's just the PC and mobile. They showed something that wasn't even on Xbox. That's the
what's up?
But that's Xbox.
Now it's on Xbox. But how long those games been out?
It's not going to be on Xbox. It's not going to be on the console.
I'm saying that they're pushing PC just as much as they pushing Xbox.
No, wait a minute. Like, hold up. Those Riot games, they're not going to be on console?
No.
Nah, bro. You can't play League of Legends on console.
I thought that was the whole point. I thought they were showing that those games are finally going to be on console.
They showed up PC.
Nah, they're on PC Game Pass.
PC. That's what it is. It's for PC Game Pass. That's it. It's not going to be on console.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You're a PC gamer. You love this show because, I mean, this was for PC gamers. That's basically what this show was for. Diablo 4 had a great showing. PC gamers love Diablo.
Yo,
console gamers don't care about Diablo, but
last Xboxes, yo. I'm being honest.
Yo, I'm an idiot. I thought that was like, hey, we are now bringing it to console.
Nope.
Nah, man, that's PC, bro. I said they're trying to push that PC. They want that pie, man. They trying to get Steam and all them guys out of here.
Yeah, nope. That's it. That's all it is.
And the only and the one game, what is it? Ara.
That's a PC
That's
game.
a PC exclusive.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. PC guys love this. Yo, that's a PC guy. He's giving us a 9 out of 10.
Xbox showcase.
Hey, Xbox is PC. Games everywhere.
Oh, hey, you need to stop that bullshit,
That's
bro.
what they say. They say that games is everywhere.
Listen, but B Staples, how can Xbox be PC when PC has games not on Xbox?
Brother,
Like,
I don't work for Xbox. I'm telling you what they said.
He's like, I don't work for Xbox. Like, yo, this is crazy. It's like,
They
yo,
want that PC pie, bro. They want the PC pie. That's what they want.
yo,
The console's always gonna be there.
yo,
They
Xbox
want that
console,
PC now.
Xbox console is like a wife swap, except you ain't fucking the other wife. Only your wife is getting fucked.
And the worst part
What kind of shit is that?
You know, P-Rock, the worst part about it is people can play League of Legends now on everything else. Why would they need PC Game Pass?
That's what I'm saying. They probably already have the game.
What is even the point?
Yeah, the PC gamers already have the game. Like, what is he talking about?
That was like a waste of showing. Dog.
Now listen. So now they expect PC gamers to pay $15 or $10 a month to play Valorant, when you could just buy it once and then own it, and then that's it.
Yep. That's stupid.
Yo, just a guy. He says, P-Rock, play the intro to Ghost of Tsushima real quick on PS5 that launched exclusively in 2018, and ask B Staples where Xbox version is that. Oh shit.
Sheesh.
I don't hold
wait, hold
that
up.
high regard, so that doesn't really.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. They're saying Valorant and League is free to play. Is it? Then what the fuck you need Game Pass for?
It is. Yeah. It is.
So what the fuck? Like, what's going on? B Staples, what are we
know.
doing here? We're putting free to play on Game Pass?
Wait, League of Legends. What's up? League of Legends, yeah, you can just download it. I could have sworn you just do that. I don't play it, so I don't know too much
B
about it.
Staples, what are we doing? We putting free to plays behind Game Pass now? We locking down free to plays?
Well, I can't speak on Valorant, but I know League of
you
Legends
just download League of Legends.
DLCs. I know League of Legends has
Download
paid
it from the window.
DLC.
Yeah.
I don't know about Valorant, though. I don't play that game, so.
I don't
Just a guy
know
says,
if they got
rest
some
in
kind of
peace,
subscription, but-
trash
but,
box.
yo,
Hold on. Let me
here's
get
the thing I wanna talk about,
another
too.
super chat.
y'all finally get Persona games, B Staples. That's great, but why they give you a PSP version?
Oh, what is it?
Persona
Is
3?
Is it?
And,
It's the PS,
Persona
the portable. Oh, that's right. It's P3
Yeah,
portable.
they gave you the PSP version, and they gave you the PS Vita Persona 4.
Oh shit.
Man, I mean,
He doesn't know. B Staples don't play those games.
Yeah, I don't play Persona, but from what I know, I don't think that's on PlayStation 5, is it?
It's on PlayStation 4.
Oh. Alright,
Yeah.
so I mean, more JRPGs for Xbox. Good for them.
So just a guy. Hold on. He says, rest in peace, Trashbox Series L. No exclusive, forever in last place as it should be. All you bots hold that massive L. You massive. Oh man, just a guy's going in on that one, bro.
Yeah, you knew he was going.
He's going in, bro, and he's not even on Twitter, bro. Imagine if he was on Twitter. Oh Jesus Christ, it would be over. Glenzer. He Glenzer. McDonald's. Our new burger at Wendy's. Not here. Oh, shit. Oh, god damn. Yo, Glenzer. I get it. Yo, this is bad, man. But here's B Staples. Can you understand, like, this show probably wouldn't have been as bad if Xbox had games this year. At least 2 AAAs. Two big AAA titles between January and June.
Oh, yeah. This year's a watch. I mean, we talked about this, though. I've been said that this year was a watch.
Hey,
I'm just judging the show on the show.
Is it safe to say 22 is a wrap for Xbox? Like, it's done?
Yeah,
because you can't claim Flight Simulator 40th anniversary. Like, what is even that? Like, what's so special about that?
2022 is a watch.
It's a watch. It's over.
Yeah, it's a watch. Yeah,
it's done.
I've been said that though. I said that when Starfield got delayed. I said, yeah, it's a watch.
They done this.
This
year.
was the last
They'll
hope. Come back next year. Well, I wouldn't say that. They got.
Yo, but how many times are we gonna say that, man? Come back next year, bro. Like at this point,
were you expecting them to announce a game to release this year?
I don't know what to expect from them. At this point, I think Xbox is gonna have a banging 2025. There's gonna be so many games to play in 2025 because I think all of them shit's gonna come out in 2025 at this point.
Yo, people, calm down, okay? You gotta wait for E3, okay?
Oh, shit, wait for Tokyo Game Show. Oh shit! Don't worry, guys. We got what's the next thing in Germany?
Right?
What's that? In Germany? Gamescom. Don't worry, we got Gamescom coming. And if we don't got Gamescom, we got Tokyo Game Show. Don't worry, we got two more. We got two more events to save Xbox.
That's crazy, yeah.
Yeah,
that's funny as hell. Well, I'm sorry, man.
Now listen, in just general, like I said, there's some games that were interesting, right? Like I ain't gonna lie, like I said, I'm interested in Starfield still, no matter what. Like I said, I love the Bethesda games. I'm still playing.
Starfield. Y'all, when that game gets like a fucking 89, 90 Metacritic, y'all gonna be crying.
89, 90 89, 90.
Why would we?
Yes, 89, 90.
Wait, no, but they normally go like 95.
Nah, Fallout 4 not no 95.
Let me see. Let's see the.
Yeah, no, bro. I might buy it anyway as a PC dude because of mods, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing that game on PC, so.
Yeah, I'm buying it on Steam, so that's it. That's pretty much it. I don't need I've been saying this already, but as a PC guy, I don't really use PC.
Oh yeah, Fallout 4 is 87.
Yeah. Starfield will be better than Fallout 4, so I expect the 89, 90 Metacritic game of the year. That's what's gonna be, bro. Y'all are wrong. Y'all are dead wrong on Starfield.
All right. We're about to find out.
It's still kind of look mid. As someone who did buy all the Elder Scrolls and Fallout games, this one did look kind of mid. I ain't gonna hold you.
Glenzer, it did look mid. Glenzer, wait till next year pass. Oh shit. Oh my god! And then they show Fallout 76. Like, god damn, this is. I mean, like I said, this is a Game Pass showcase. So if you're a fan of Game Pass, but like I said, look at the image on my screen. Well, if it's bad, who cares? It's free on Game Pass. That's really the attitude of the show. That's all. That's really what everything is boiled down to.
Free on Game Pass. Yeah, I know, right? Lame Pass.
God damn, bro. Like.
Ash Pass.
Like, Jesus, man. I'm just saying, man.
Indie Pass.
Yo, it's like 2022's a wash. Like, what the hell's going on here? And they thought PS4 was sparse? Oh, my God, bro. This is a disaster for Xbox, man.
No, even Forza this year. You know what I mean? Well, at least there's the Forza Horizon 5 update, but there's not a new Forza game coming out this year.
Yeah, Forza's next year, spring of next year.
Yeah. So I'll say this about Starfield. It's comparable to the footage that they've released previously, even though there wasn't a whole lot of gameplay we've seen before this. I like it, but I don't love it. But nevertheless, I do still think that this game, just because it's Bethesda, going back to a single player, that it will achieve great critical acclaim when it comes out. Sure, it's not the prettiest looking game. I'd like it to look significantly better. But hey, I really do think just because of how massive the game is, what it's going to allow you to do, the amount of customization, the RPG elements, it's going to win critics over, like, fairly easily. Again, we'll see, but I would still expect it's going to be a
day one on Game Pass, so it's going to have it's going to have a lower. If let me put it this way, if Starfield was a $70, if the only way you could play Starfield was pay $70, it would be critiqued differently as compared to it's going to have a different metric because you get to play on Game Pass. I don't think it's going to be held to the same standard because it's not a $70 game you have to buy.
Okay, I'm gonna push back on that, and I'm gonna say that the critics who review this game and have a review posted on Metacritic, that they are going to fairly assess the game on its own merits, and not that you can get it on a Game Pass day one.
Bias is already in everything.
I have a feeling. That's gonna get the Game Pass grading curve.
Yeah.
I just don't think that's the way reviewers work.
Well, reviewers don't even finish their games. So we cannot say how a reviewer actually works no more. Those days are gone. True. They already shown their true colors. You know, True. They don't even beat most of the games. They play a little vertical slice, a little bit, and then they make a whole opinion on the entire game that they haven't even touched and played. So we can't say that they have a strict industry standard method. They don't. They really don't.
Well, that's okay. I mean, yeah, I'd like that to be fixed for sure. I'd like them to be able to say that, yes, I completed the game. I just don't think let me say it this way. If there's a problem with that now, it's also been a problem in the past. So either way, I don't see a curve. I just see it getting, whatever general treatment that games have always received.
I don't know. I don't trust reviewers now, especially with this whole Game Pass fucking movement. And
that's fair. I think it's gonna be a curve. And I encourage that. At the end of the day, Metacritic doesn't matter because, look, what matters is how you view games. Because how somebody else enjoyed a game isn't necessarily what you're going to enjoy. Some games that might get a lower score on Metacritic, you might immensely enjoy a lot more than like maybe something that got a 78. Maybe you think is worth like a 90 plus. You can even see that in the actual reviews because even the games that get like 90 plus on Metacritic, you'll occasionally see some scores that are like 70, 80 before that very game.
But that's why Metacritic is just an average of everybody. So
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So it's not a review in of itself. It's just an aggregate of everybody else's reviews. Just a guy.
Exactly.
The showcase was lame as hell, and I couldn't be happier. I'm about to buy a slice of cheesecake and go outside and feed the bird breadcrumbs. Laughing, motherfucker. This guy really, this guy's evil. Just the guy's evil. I don't know, man. So, hey, let's give out final verdicts. We'll start with B Staple. Final verdict of the show.
7.5.
7.5. All right. Okay. Havoc. Final verdict.
0 out of 10.
0 out of 10. Oh shit. Project.
I gave it a 2.
Project Cloud.
Somewhere between the 6 and a 6.7 out of 10.
Okay, 6.6 out of 7. Okay. So, for me, I give a letter grade. Because point grades, I don't know. I just really can't make sense of it for myself. But for a letter grade, it's a C-. I
give it an F.
And if the grade would have been higher if Xbox would have provided games. That's my thing for me. If you ain't provide no games, and this is what you're doing as your first big thing of 2022 or any year, it's got to be big. Because you already handicapped yourself. If they would have had 2 AAA exclusives in the beginning of the year that were good, then this show wouldn't be reliant on, it wouldn't have that been reliant. But that shit's like a C-, bro. I might give this shit a fucking F, to be honest. I'm like, man, I don't know.
I gave it an F.
I don't know, man. I'm fucking like, it's just...
Even the show wasn't
even man, when you got me out here hyping Forza, that's when you know you fucked up. When I'm out here like, damn, Forza's impressive as fuck. That's how bad this shit is. When you got me here hyping a fucking car game, you fucked up. You fucked up. Like, yo, Porter Rock hyping a car game, saying it's the best thing on the show. Holy shit. Because I never do that. I never do that, man. I will never give a car game that level of props. Not even Gran Turismo. None. But that show, it was really Forza that left me impressed, which is fucking sad, bro. That shit's crazy. I don't know, man. That shit's wild. Got Asher Luke asking for PlayStation contracts. Shit is bad out here in these streets.
Yo. I need you to break post legs when you see him, man. On his Twitter.
Oh man, that dude, bro. Like he went straight into damage control. Like, am I right? You seen this stream, right?
Yeah.
They didn't even spend 10 minutes just talking about the show and what they liked about it. They went straight into PlayStation and damage control. That's how you know the show's bad.
Mellow down bad.
Yo, they hurting. Yo, they know what they hurting, bro. Oh my god, this is woo. Like, yo, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Sony's might not even do a show this year. For what?
What's the point? Yeah.
All they gotta do is do a state of play for Forspoken before it comes out, and do another state of play before God of War comes out.
That's what I said.
And that's it.
I said that too. I said that state of play was going to be a third party prior, and had the Last of Us remake on the Game Fest. That's all they knew this show was going to be trash, so that's why they did that. They ain't bother showing any more games because they ain't need to.
You know,
They ain't need to show nothing.
yeah, this definitely not that. This definitely didn't put PlayStation on the ropes. Like PlayStation is definitely not on the ropes after this one. They could just, they really, and I hope they don't. I hope if Sony is able to put a showcase, do the showcase. Put your goddamn foot on their throats. You know, don't play down to the level of competition. Nah, fucking end them, finish them, scorch village their asses, right? But I have a feeling Sony's gonna be like, the fuck? Nah, you know what? We're just gonna tone it down. We're gonna do a state of play right before Spoken comes out, show a couple of games there, and then we'll do another one for God of War, and then that's it. We'll end the year with that. Nah, man.
You just imagine Trevor Ryan said, "What is this bullshit?"
Nah, man. Execute them, bro. Like, oh my god, this is bad, bro. They really, I don't know, man. This is crazy. You know when kids is hurting.
Hmm?
What happened?
So I said something?
I think
I was gonna say something, but yeah, you were just talking so.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say this. Look, my take on Summer Game Fest in comparison is I got like 3 huge wins out of Summer Game Fest for myself that really make that show. I got some incredible Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 footage, and I watched the 4K version of it.
Okay.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing if you're a Call of Duty fan. Callisto Protocol.
That looks good.
That's going to be a Game of the Year contender this year.
That looks good.
And then what else? The Last of Us news. Again, I get it. There's people that are annoyed about this announcement for some reason, but let me say it this way: if you were annoyed about The Last of Us Part 1 being announced, you can't at the same time be excited for Resident Evil 4 being remade.
Yes, exactly.
You have to say all remakes are trash. That's what you need to say if you're going to say Last of Us remake is trash. I want consistency. I can't.
Well,
none of this. Oh, Resident Evil is great, but Last of Us, no.
I agree with the Resident Evil part. That if you're happy with Resident Evil remake again or no whatever,
exactly.
Then whatever. But I wouldn't say all remakes is trash. To me, remakes of PS4 games don't really make sense. Like I'm looking at games like remakes from the ground up from games like from the PS3 era or the PS2 era, the PS1 era, like where technology was so far behind. Era. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No, there's a remaster on PS4 for RE4. They remastered it for PS4.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. So just like how The Last of Us got remastered for the PlayStation 4 and got updated, so did Resident Evil. So the game is pretty good. Now, granted, it's gonna be at its best. I'm not too hard on this situation. You know what I'm saying? I just wonder how many main developers took part in this remake, and I just wonder, like, if they didn't bother with this remake, how far along other games would have been. But that doesn't really matter. It's neither here nor there.
That's a Resident Evil y'all talking about?
For The Last of Us, or both, But I'm like, either way, like when I want remakes, I'm thinking PS3 or older generation. Like Demon Souls, that deserved a remake, right? Because on the PS3, if you play the PS3 version, it's rough now. It's really, it's just rough, right?
Yeah.
If you play a PS2 game or PS1 game, even worse. So that's why, like a Metal Gear Solid remake, I'm all for that, right? But like PlayStation 4 games and Xbox One games, they hold up pretty well. A little simple update, and you got a relatively pretty good game running, even for this gen. But the Senin Gamer, hold on, let me get a super chat real quick. The Senin Gamer, as a kid, you will jump for joy how colorful and how many genres was present. But as a 20 to 30-year-old long gamer, you barely saw anything new, innovative, creative, bold, and fresh. Sad for gaming overall, to be honest. Well, I'm going to explain that, Setting Gamer. I could tell you why. So, when I look back at myself as a kid, I would play anything. But that's because, as a kid, I would be lucky to get anything. I got what I got. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like, I was able to pick whatever I want when I want. Whatever I played was either I had to convince my parents, I had to do chores, or another friend just so happened to have it and I borrowed it. You get what you get as a kid because you really don't control the actual games you want to play, what you want to play. Yep. As an adult, now I make money, I work, I'm going to school. Now I have to wage time. So now it's no longer about if I can buy a game. I can buy whatever game I want. The resource I have to give up to games now is time. I could make more money, but I can't make more time. So I don't have the time to play generic games. I could buy any game I want. That doesn't mean I have the time to play them, though. So the time I spend on games, I want quality games. Now, sure, sometimes my decision is wrong, but for the most part, I can't just go, look at all these generic games. No, I can't do that. Because the resource now, for me, is time. Time is why I spend on games, not money. Money, whatever, $70 games, $60 games, I could buy whatever game, irrelevant. The main resource for me now is time, and I ain't got much time left. So whatever time I do spend on games, it's got to be a quality game because time is ticking for me. You know, as a kid, shit, you feel like you can live forever, and you don't have the money, you can't buy, so you get whatever you get, you play whatever you want, and you be thankful for it. But as an adult, I got the money, so buying the games ain't a problem. It's which game I'm going to spend and invest time in. And I can't be spending time on generic games, whatever. I'm not saying they shouldn't be made. I'm just saying, you know, it is what it is. Time is a bigger resource for me than money in terms of gaming. It's all about the time for me. Y'all didn't like Starfield showing? I thought it was cool. To the brain member, thank you for being a member. I thought the Starfield showing was cool. I just don't think it popped. Like I wasn't there like that's that shit, man. Yo, what's up? Nah, I wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was a good. It got some things interesting. Like I kind of interesting in the outpost building and the spaceship building. You know, I'm kind of interested in that. It was interesting, but it didn't pop. Like it didn't be like like I didn't have wow. Me. It bored you? Oh,
yeah, that kind of actually bored me.
Oh shit.
I was bored. Until I saw the spaceship part, that was all right. But the other part when he was walking on the world, I was kind of bored. Yeah. I don't know.
And I think it looks good. It needs that Forza Motorsport graphics.
It needs some pop, man. Like it didn't have the, and this is on their new creation engine. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. These new engines ain't impressing me. So far, the only engines that impressed me so far has been Unreal Engine 5 and the Decima engine.
We still don't have a game from that yet.
Yeah. And that's just a demo. But that demo was impressive as hell.
I know.
And then the Decima engine. The Decima engine is fucking off the hook, man.
I think, I don't know. Maybe it'll do better, especially on PC for XL with mods.
I'm just saying, man. Come on, release them 4,000 cards so I could get my 3,000 cards. That's it, man. That's it, man. Let's make it happen. Brain F said, reminded me of No Man's Sky. Bro, everybody's... Let me go back to that image. Everybody's saying that.
Yup.
Everybody's saying that, man. I'll tell you what, man. People are quick with these memes. Like, damn. But everybody's saying that. That's just funny, man. It's just... I love that. I love Twitter, man. God bless the console war. Like...
I was gonna say too. Yo, did you hear Kid Smooth's new hot joint out there?
No, what's his? He has a new joint.
Game Pass Anthem.
Oh,
yup.
Shit, Smooth.
Game Pass.
Oh man.
See on my Xbox.
He got that on his channel.
Yeah.
Hold on, man. No, Smooth.
I'll say that.
Did it again. Oh. Man.
So you mentioned the word anthem. Okay, it's probably something else entirely, but you know what? I think it was in 2017 when Xbox ended their showcase with Anthem.
Oh, man. Please, don't give him the curse. Don't do this, man. I want Starfield to be a good game. I do. I'm telling you, you could look at my PSN. I'm not bullshit. If you look at my PSN tag, I played fucking the Bethesda games. I played, Fallout 3, Fallout 4 with all the DLCs and beat them. I played Oblivion in all the DLCs and beat them. I played Skyrim in all the DLCs and beat them. I played New Vegas with all the DLC and beat them. I do love those games. I'm not trying to hate. I love them. I'm looking forward to Starfield. But I'm just saying, with the intention of pop and presentation, it just didn't hit, man. It just didn't hit. Like I'm sure it'll be a good game, but
like put the video and shit on.
Let me see.
Where I think it actually did really good was when they showed multiple planets. Like that's where I think it's most impressive is the scale of the game.
Yeah, I would say okay. Here we go. Game Pass Anthem. Okay, let me click on that. Let me. I'm gonna take off my headset. I'm gonna share my screen. Let's watch this together.
Watch the NBA Finals live on ABC with YouTube TV. Try it free.
Try it free.
Go beyond subscribe. Join the channel to help your favorite creator create more. Plus, you'll unlock members-only stuff like a chance.
What are you doing, Smooth? Let's see.
Xbox, 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 Xbox.
Game Pass, Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox. Game Pass, Game Pass. Keep adding games to my backlog. They say it got no games, man. Don't know what they saying. I just think they hating. Stuck on that PlayStation. Game Pass, Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox. It has 300 plus for only $15. Bug stacks, Hades, even Among Us. 120 frames on that Psycho Nuts. Got games, niche games like Cluster Truck. No space on that SSD. Day one on that MLB. Them ponies paid $70. Can't believe the money that it's saving me. It got Halo, Fable, and a little indie game called Sable. Man, I'm thankful that I'm able to put food on the table with Game Pass, Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox. Game Pass, Game Pass. Keep adding games to my backlog. They say it got no games, man. Don't know what they saying. I just think they hating. Stuck on that PlayStation. Game Pass, Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox. Hey yo, we eating good, like Garfield. Backlog full of battlefields, and I can't wait for that Starfield. Game Pass, such a deal. And we got that Call of Duty, mix that in with Trek to Yomi. Will not have no time for booty, trying to start that zombie army. And I hardly spent a dime. So many games. We got Forza, Motorsport, Deathloop, and Elder Scrolls, Redfall, Avowed, Hellblade, and Somerville. Game Pass, Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox. Game Pass, Game Pass. Keep adding games to my backlog. They say it got no games, man. Don't know what they saying. I just think they hating. Stuck on that PlayStation. Game Pass, Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox.
If you're an Xbox customer, the thing I want you to know is this is about delivering great exclusive games for you that ship on platforms where Game Pass exists.
Wow.
I'm done. I'm done.
That was terrible.
I'm fucking done.
I'm sorry, P-Rock, man. Oh, man, I'm sorry, brother.
I'm done, bro. I'm done. That shit. I'm done.
What was that?
I can't.
I'm sorry.
There's no helping these Xbox, bro. Like, there's just...
Hey, man. I'm sorry, bro. That was terrible.
God, why did you... Oh, my God, bro.
Told you, man.
That shit is cringe.
I told
like, yo, I mean...
I told you. That shit was terrible.
Oh, my God. Some of the words didn't even rhyme. Like, he tried to do words and didn't even rhyme. I'm like, oh, man.
I heard that post up going joining that remix.
Oh, my God, man. Let me see there's some super chats. God, let me see. We got, let me see my member. Yeah, they see just a guy. Xbox is officially the cancer of gaming. They sicken me. No wonder they rock that nasty green color as often as they do. Good riddance. Holy shit. Just the guy's not playing. Oh man.
Yeah, he coming for them.
Like, all right, let me scroll down. Oh yeah, hold on. Game ass. Oh my God. Yo, this is bad. Hold on, here we go. Let me see. You see, and Smooth does this shit for free. Yo, oh, this is crazy, man. A for effort, but an E on delivery. Oh shit, man. Jason Hennigan said, "Did he say got no time for booty?" Laughing my ass off. Did he say that? Yeah, yo. Oh my god, just a guy. L after L after L after L. I swear, Xbox is a cancer. Yo, this is bad. Like, yo, what is going on here, bro? Like, yo, this is a disease, bro. This is becoming a mental disease. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing, man. I'm gonna just be like, yo, shout out to you guys. Thanks for stopping by. Shout out to the chat. Hey, to the Xbox community. Listen, man. Just a guy. His cringe levels are over 9,000. Yo. Yo, but I'm gonna say to everybody, thank you so much for rocking out. Hit the like button on your way out. Listen, I really wish Xbox had a better showing, man.
I'm sorry, B Staples, man. This is the
B Staples, you my boy. I really wish they had a better showing. Because I
did too.
They gave you no games, man.
I'll take a 7.5.
They gave you no games this year, man. And you ain't got no games for this year.
Yeah, I mean, I went in knowing that this year was a wash, so I'm not like I wasn't expecting no surprise drop. Damn. Like I didn't think I would think.
Shit. He said, just the guy said he's gonna take your black card away. Oh shit. Man. God, but I'm just saying, man. Like hey, I really wish this was a better show. To everybody listening, just pay attention to see who's capping. That's I would say that's who you'll know who they are, man. If these guys can't be honest with this show,
they can never be.
They can never be. So that's what it is. Anyway, this is your boy Porter77. Hey, thank you, B Staples, Project Cloud, Havoc for coming through. Hey, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their Sunday. We are out of here. You guys take care. Peace.
Peace.